Senators looking to stay hot. An opportunity tonight to be winners of 4 straight. They've won 3 in a row dating back to the Gaithersburg Giants way back on Wednesday. That was a big win for the Senators. They followed up with another one over an in-division rival, the Alexandria Aces. Last night, they stayed in the division against the Metro South County Braves. They pulled ahead late with a 5-run 7th inning, ultimately winning in the end 8-3 against the Braves. Tonight, they have another in-division matchup against the DC Grays. Can they stay hot against the DC Grays team that has really impressed this league? Early in the season, DC has made their name heard. They beat the Big Train to begin the season 12-11, put up a whole ton of runs in that one, then followed it up with a 7-6 victory against the Braves. Last night, they dropped one 3-2 on the road against the Aces. Tonight, they're back at home for the first time since Thursday against the Braves, and they try to defend their home turf here at Woodbridge High School against the Southern Maryland Senators. This is a Senators team that is absolutely streaking, feels primed, coming into their own this season. Well, had an opportunity to catch up with Scott Middleton pregame. Here's what that sounded like. With that, we'll be back with starting lineups between these two, Grays and Senators. Here's my chat with Scott Middleton. Here with head coach Scott Middleton pregame before the Senators and Grays. We will be underway in about 12 minutes between Southern Maryland and DC. Here is head coach Scott Middleton. Coach, you had a big-time performance last night. The offense came on late. That's kind of been the trend. What did you like from your offense that you saw last night, and what do you want to see more of?
Well, I mean, it's like it's been going on the last couple games. They fight. There's no quit in these guys, and we've been early on in tight games, and then all of a sudden they wake up, and so I trust them. I mean, they're fighters, and they give good at bats. They start making adjustments at the plate, and that's right now. That's all you can ask for.
And you got a couple of these guys in now from Binghamton. Just talk about the impact they make. Milburn, Kraus, and then, of course, your guy on the mound tonight, Vincent Luther.
Yeah, Kraus, big bat. I mean, he's going to be something special to watch. I'm excited to watch him go this summer. I'm expecting some serious damage from him. For Vincent and Aiden, Aiden did a hell of a job last night. 3 strong innings. I think no runs. He's going to be a big name to watch for. Vincent Luther, big left-handed pitcher. I think he's another one. Those two adding to what we already have on the pitching staff, we just got, in my opinion, that much stronger and that much more dangerous.
Yeah, and after the first game where the pitching staff struggled a little bit, you can't make judgments too quickly early on in the season. They have really picked it up, especially the bullpen has stood out to me these last couple of games. Against the Aces, super impressive. Only 1 run given up out of the bullpen over 7 innings, and that was way in the 9th inning.
Yeah, I mean, that first game, I mean, it's always Walsh and Colin and Mitchell. He's already come out of the pen a couple times, closed 1 game out for us, but I trust those guys. Those guys, Colin was strong against the Braves when he came in, so I'm expecting a great performance from those guys.
To me, the one that has kind of flown under the radar a little bit, maybe because there hasn't been extra base hits. I don't know what it is, but Adam Trock has been really just fantastic at the plate this season.
That boy's fast. I mean, beyond fast. I think, what was it? They had him, the players, after he beat out that routine ground ball to second base.
Yeah.
And I think they went back to the film and saw they were trying to take the stopwatch to it, and they had him at 3.4 or something like that. I mean, that's fast. he puts the ball in play.
Yep.
He puts the ball in play. He puts pressure on the defense with his speed. I don't need him to be a power hitter. I need him to gap, do what he's doing, put the ball, on the ground, utilize his speed, and he continues to do that. He's going to be a dangerous bat in the lineup.
Yeah, and when I spoke to you before that Aces game a couple of days ago, the defense and kind of just mental errors was something that you touched on. It seemed a little improved over these last 2 games.
It has. It's something we've talked about after the games. And look, these guys are also getting to know each other too.
Yep.
Okay, so yesterday before the game, we started doing drills so the middle infielders could get to know each other a little bit better, like flips and darts, where they like their feet, stuff like that. Third basemen's working together, just like angle drills. We're getting the guys to start doing drills together before at least our home games. Away games is a little tough, but more they do that, more comfortable they're going to get with each other. I think you're going to see the defense get stronger as the season goes on.
And you mentioned the middle infield briefly. I think to me that's been a huge leap in improvement, especially in terms of the bats in the middle infield, Coach.
Oh, yeah. Yes. I mean, Flores, Cook, Urart, Jack.
Yep.
I can put Dawson Smell over there. I mean, Urart's defense is, he even though he's an incoming freshman, man, he's got an elite defense. Cook's defense is unbelievable. I really trust Cook's bat's going to come along just fine. Man, Flores, I mean, what can you say? The dude's a baller.
Yeah.
So.
And just one last question about Dawson Smale. He's kind of been a utility guy. You played him at a couple different positions. His bats come through, it feels like, every game as well.
Yeah, he's kind of like, God, if you can think back to last year, Cody, it's kind of like my Sweeney, but just, he's got a bat. I mean, but I can put him, if I need, I can throw him over third. I can throw him at short if I need to. I can throw him to second, outfield. I mean, I don't think I'm going to put him behind the dish like I did with Sweeney last year, but he's even been going to my pitch coach, as if he can start throwing bullpens, and he wants to get on the bump. So, we'll see what happens if that even occurs. But no, he's God, he wants to get better. He wants to learn. He asks questions. That kid it's a dream player to have.
Well, thank you, Coach. We're just about 7 minutes from go time here between the Grays and Senators. We are back after this with starting lineups. The newest addition to the Senators family is the Maryland Lady Senators softball team. With an 18U team forming 14U and 10U teams, the Lady Senators coaches and staff strive to help players reach their fullest potential both on and off the field. With the team just finishing their second season, you can join in the future by registering at ladysenators.com. Seeking investment management help? Well, look no further than GDS Investments. With over 20 years of experience, Glenn Surwick has the knowledge and experience to help you make informed investment decisions. The company maintains full transparency, allowing you to view your account activity at any time so there are no delays or surprises. Go to gdsinvestments.com today to learn more. GDS Investments, there to guide you when the winds change. In need of trash pickup service? Well, look no further than Evergreen Disposal. With over 2 generations of experience, a family-owned and operated business, Evergreen Disposal proudly serves Southern Maryland. The company is committed to customers and building community. They provide service to homeowners associations, individual houses, and commercial, construction, and industrial locations. Once you switch, you'll never look back. To start using Evergreen Disposal, go to evergreendisposal.com or call 240-468-6677. That's 240-468-6677 to change to a community-based organization. Evergreen Disposal. Senators and Grays just moments away here in Woodbridge, Virginia. Let's get you your starting lineups for this evening. On the side of the Senators, hitting first, leading things off and playing shortstop is Nick Flores. He'll be followed by Adam Trock, who will play center field defensively. The DH hitting third, Carter Groen. Batting fourth and playing first base is Steven Krause. Fifth in the order and catching is Lucas Grantham. The third baseman, Danny Surwick, will hit sixth. Batting seventh, playing second base is Calvin Cook. Hitting eighth, playing right field, Dawson Smale. And rounding out the order, Logan Tribble. He'll play left field. Starter tonight for the Senators will be Vincent Luther. On the other side for the DC Grays, their order goes Noel Rivera. He's the shortstop. He'll lead things off. Batting second, Ryan Song, the third baseman. Playing left field and hitting third, Andy Rivera. In the cleanup spot, playing first base is Carter Jenkins. Hitting fifth in the designated hitter, Ethan Nagy. Hitting sixth and playing second base, Joey Chitla. Hitting seventh and playing center field, TJ Adonisio. Batting eighth, the catcher, Jack McMullen. And batting ninth, rounding out the order, the right fielder, Rocco Gilbert. Their starting pitcher will be Owen Basso tonight. We are back after this short break on the Senators Baseball Network. Senators and Grays, you won't want to miss this one. 3-1 Senators, 2-1 Grays. It'll be a great one tonight.
We've got an offer you won't want to miss out on. Over the summer, the Senators collegiate team will be hosting a youth baseball camp throughout June and July, available to ages 7 through 14. Take the opportunity to get personalized advice from Senators players and coaches and elevate your game to the next level. For specific dates and times, go to somdsenators-cal.com to learn more. If you want to stay up to date with all things Senators, follow the collegiate team's social media accounts. You can follow the team at Southern MD Senators on Instagram or Go SOMD Senators on X to keep up with the team. You'll get score updates, final score graphics, access to articles, and so much more. Go check out the Senators on social media and don't miss a moment this season. We've got an offer you won't want to miss out on. Over the summer, the Senators collegiate team will be hosting a youth baseball camp throughout June and July, available to ages 7 through 14. Take the opportunity to get personalized advice from Senators players and coaches and elevate your game to the next level. For specific dates and times, go to somdsenators-cal.com to learn more.
Sure to be a fun one this evening between the Senators and Grays. Southern Maryland are winners of 3 straight. Grays had 2 big wins to begin their season. Lost last night, a close one on the road against the Alexandria Aces. 3-2 final. Senators looked great last night. Late offense against the Braves. They scored 5 in the 7th. Came through with 2 off a Chet Bowling pinch hit in the 8th. Senators looking to keep it rolling tonight against the Grays. We're back with first pitch after this.
Eternal Couture Sports makes your design ideas come to life. From sports uniforms to vehicle lettering, custom t-shirts, yard signs, and more, EC Sports has you covered. They're ready to suggest design ideas for your company logo, team uniforms, or personal apparel. Based in Waldorf, Maryland, EC Sports is here to match your design needs. To learn more, visit ecsportsdmv.net today. Thermal Comfort provides heating and air conditioning for newly constructed custom homes in Northern Virginia and select areas in Maryland. They service all systems, operational or non-operational, while providing free estimates for new systems. Go to thermalcomfortllc.com and choose the easier way to upgrade your heating and cooling system. Want to help the Senators? You can help fuel the team and carry them to victory by becoming a Game Day Meal sponsor. For $250, you provide a pregame meal for the Senators players and staff. If you sign up, you'll receive 4 season passes to home games, a game time announcement, along with commercials on all Southern Maryland Senators broadcasts throughout the season. Both corporate and private donors are welcome. To sign up today, contact info@somdsenators.com. Whether you're a player or aspire to work a job in sports, the Cal Ripken Senior Collegiate Baseball League is the right place for you. With over 250 players each year, the Cal Ripken League helps showcase talent in a competitive environment. If you're seeking a job in sports, the Cal Ripken League offers media and photography internships. To learn more, visit calripkenleague.org today. Need industry-leading equipment for leaf blowers, lawnmowers, boat trailers, and more? Guy Brothers Marine can help. Need maintenance or repair on equipment? Guy Brothers Marine can help. Family owned and operated, they take pride in everything they do. They have a reputation for fixing what others can't. For more on equipment and repair, check out GuyBrothersMarine.com today. Guy Brothers Marine, their commitment to serving customers is priority one.
Moments away from go time here at Woodbridge High School in Woodbridge, Virginia. Just about an hour plus drive for the Senators from Waldorf, Maryland. Thereabouts for a lot of these guys, staying with a number of host families, and that's needed for a lot of this Southern Maryland team. Only 9 guys from the state of Maryland. Scott Middleton has gone all across the country to bring guys into the Senators team, and boy, it's proven deficits early in this season. They are 3-1 to this point, and the lineup has come through nearly every night. They have averaged 8 runs to this point in the season. They opened with 8 in the season opener against the Metro South County Braves, a game that they lost 8-11. The pitching started a little slow in the season, but then came on strong against the Giants in the home opener. Senators won that 9-5 in the 3-game homestand. Southern Maryland dominated, followed it up with a 7-3 victory over the Aces on Thursday. Last night, Friday, they won 8-3 against the Metro South County Braves. The bullpen was absolutely clutch. Bryce Harder went 1 inning locking things down after Jacob Seek had walked a number of batters. Nate Berzonsky followed up with 3 innings of no-run ball. Luke Emery locked things down in the 8th and 9th. Senators looking to keep things rolling and win 4 straight here tonight. This is Nick Flores to lead things off for Southern Maryland. He will face off against the starter, Owen Basso. Basso, a 6-foot right-hander, weighs 180 pounds. Out of Silk. First pitch is inside, ball 1. We are off and running from Woodbridge High School. Owen Basso played for the Crop Dusters last season, has remained in the Cal Ripken League, this year playing with the Grays. Here's the 1-0. Swung on and bounced off the leg of Flores. So a foul ball, it'll be 1-1. If you missed our pregame show with Scott Middleton, he was very impressed with how Nick Flores has played early in this season, but was certainly expecting that of him. A big-time talent over at VCU. Also a nuisance on the base pass, 4 steals this season. The pitch, high and tight. Flores last night was hitless in 4 at-bats, but did walk and steal a base in the 3rd. 2-1. Up and in. A ball. Flores was the only run for the Senators last night prior to the 7th inning, where they really opened things up. 3-1. Swung on and lifted high in the air. Right side, foul ground. Jenkins is called off, and Chitla makes the catch. There's 1 away. So this will bring up Adam Truck in the 2 spot tonight for Scott Middleton, a left-handed batter out of Duke University. Last night reached 3 times. Came around to score in the 7th off of a walk. First pitch he sees low and away. Just started here at Woodbridge High School. No score. Top of the first inning. 1 out. 1-0. Swung on and hit through the left side. A base hit in the left. So Adam Trock will reach with 1 out in the first. And he is a danger on the base paths. Scott Middleton touched on his unbelievable speed pregame. Said that the guys tried to time up on the broadcast an infield single he had the other night. Said that they come up with 3.4 seconds from the box down to first base. Boy, that's some next level speed. Had 32 steals his junior year of high school. It's Carter Groen at the plate. First pitch. Runs in and hits him. So there will be 2 men on with only 1 out in the first. And that gives way to Steven Kraus, making his first start of the season with Southern Maryland. Coming in with a number of these guys a couple days ago from Binghamton. His teammate Vincent Luther will get the start on the mound for Southern Maryland tonight. Kraus came into yesterday's ball game as a defensive replacement at first base for MJ Phillips. First pitch is a fastball at the knees, strike 1. Off the bench, Kraus was 1 for 2, had an RBI single in the 7th. The pitch. Swinging a bouncer right side of the infield. Gets through. Rounding third and coming home is Trock. Throw to the plate is not in time. Groen advances to third, and Steven Kraus has an RBI single here in the first. Senators first to strike in Woodbridge. Scott Middleton said he was really excited about that kid, Steven Kraus, and he comes through here early. So first and third for the Senators with 1 out. Top of 1. This is Lucas Grantham. First pitch is in the dirt. Kraus holds at first. Grantham recently announcing he's transferring over to Georgia State. He'll now play college ball in his home state of Georgia. The 1-0 is swung on the ground to second base. Here's Chitla. Throw on to first is in time. Groen scores on the play. Chitla tried to tag out Kraus, but he was able to evade him, and so the Senators keep things going here in the first. They lead 2-0. So an RBI on a ground out for Lucas Grantham. 2 gone. 2-0 Senators, top of the first for Danny Surwick. The pitch is called a strike on the inner part. Surwick is playing third base tonight for Scott Middleton. He's played some outfield this year. Base goes 0-1. Up and away. Owen Basso this year at Lafayette College made 15 appearances for the Maroon and White, had a 3-3 record, recorded 26 strikeouts. The 1-1 swung on a line into right center field. That'll get down. Kraus being sent home. They cut it off in the gap. Throw to second is not in time. Head first slide for Surwick, and the Senators lead big 3-0 early. A big knock for Danny Surwick, and the Senators are cooking early. Here comes Calvin Cook to the plate. Man in scoring position with 2 outs. Rays still yet to bat here in the top of the first. The pitch swung on and lifted foul down the left side. Cook, one of the middle infielders that has been so consistent early on in the season, swinging a little tapper foul on the 0-1. So it's 2 strikes on Cook. Last night for the Senators was hitless in 2 at-bats, but did walk and come in to score. Excuse me, that was against the Aces. This one is popping into the air, left side of the infield. Third baseman Song will make the catch and retire the side. Senators with a big first inning. They strike early in Woodbridge. 3-0 Senators after the top of the first. We're back after this break.
A warm, sunny afternoon, hot dog in hand, water in the other, watching a baseball game. What's better than that? Well, not much. If you want to make that fantasy a reality, you can check out the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Founded in 2006, the Blue Crabs are part of the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball. Search SOMDBlueCrabs.com to get tickets today. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, Southern Maryland's only pro sports team. We've got an offer you won't want to miss out on. Over the summer, the Senators collegiate team will be hosting a youth baseball camp throughout June and July, available to ages 7 through 14. Take the opportunity to get personalized advice from Senators players and coaches and elevate your game to the next level. For specific dates and times, go to somdsenators-cal.com to learn more. If you or your child is searching for a youth baseball team, you're looking in the right place. The Maryland Senators Elite Travel Baseball Team competes in tournaments and showcases around the country. Featuring teams from 8 to 18U, the Senators work hard to prepare players for the next level by teaching confidence, a winning attitude, and the importance of character by being a great student, teammate, and individual. Get more information by searching MarylandSenators.com, the place to be for travel baseball in Maryland.
Rays and Senators, Southern Maryland leads 3-0 early after the top of the first. Here is Noel Rivera. He will lead things off for the Grays, playing shortstop defensively. Had 4 RBIs back in the season opener against the Big Train. Rivera was 2 for 5 in that ball game with a double. First pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Rivera played college ball this year over at Marist. Luther's 1-0 is upstairs, ball 2. Vincent Luther, a 6'4" tall left-hander out of Binghamton University. The 2-0 misses away, ball 3. This is Luther's first season of summer collegiate baseball. Will gain noteworthy experience here in the Cal Ripken League. 3-0. What's a fastball strike in there? Bottom of the first, Senators lead 3-0, 3-1. Swung on and roped into center field. Hangs up for Truck, who makes the catch. There's one away. Here comes Ryan Song to the plate. Song is 3 for 9 on the young season. Played last night against the Aces. First pitch is waved at and missed for strike one. Song was very effective last night against Alexandria. The pitch, a changeup in there at the knees. 0-2. Song had a triple last night against Alexandria. The 0-2. Swinging a high chopper back to Luther on the mound. Fields it, underhand flip to Kraus is in time. There's 2 gone. An efficient start so far for Vincent Luther, who has recorded 2 outs, throwing only 8 pitches. Here comes Andy Rivera. No relation to Noel. First pitch is a fastball, strike at the knees. Rivera has had a hot start to the season. Total of 5 of 14. The 0-1 is in the dirt. Easy take for Rivera. Against the Braves in the second game of the season, he was 2 for 4 with a couple of RBIs. Luther rocks and fires the 1-1. A changeup low for ball 2. Rivera out in left field defensively tonight. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Out in front a little bit on a changeup from Vincent Luther. Two in the dirt. So the count full here on Rivera. Luther in high school was unbelievable. Threw a perfect game his senior year. Had a .78 ERA in that season as well. 3-2. Rivera swings in a soft liner foul down the third base side. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the first, 2 outs. Senators lead 3-0. Payoff pitch. Swung on and hit sharply back up the middle. Flores gloves, plants, throws to first in time to end the inning. 1-2-3 in the first for Luther. He's looking good early. 3-0. Senators after 1.
A warm, sunny afternoon, hot dog in hand, water in the other, watching a baseball game. What's better than that? Well, not much. If you want to make that fantasy a reality, you can check out the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Founded in 2006, the Blue Crabs are part of the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball. Search SOMDBlueCrabs.com to get tickets today. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, Southern Maryland's only pro sports team. If you want to stay up to date with all things Senators, follow the collegiate team's social media accounts. You can follow the team at Southern MD Senators on Instagram or Go SOMD Senators on X to keep up with the team. You'll get score updates, final score graphics, access to articles, and so much more. Go check out the Senators on social media and don't miss a moment this season. Need industry-leading equipment for leaf blowers, lawnmowers, boat trailers, and more? Guy Brothers Marine can help. Need maintenance or repair on equipment? Guy Brothers Marine can help. Family owned and operated, they take pride in everything they do. They have a reputation for fixing what others can't. For more on equipment and repair, check out GuyBrothersMarine.com today. Guy Brothers Marine. Their commitment to serving customers is priority one.
Offensive explosion for Southern Maryland in the first. They lead 3-0 after 1 inning. Here's Dawson Smale to lead off the second for the Senators. He's hitting 8th tonight for Scott Middleton. Basso's first pitch is swung on, hit slowly on the ground to third. Song on to first, not in time. Smale beats out the throw. And the Senators have a man on with no outs in the second. Late offense has kind of been the story for the Senators over these last couple of games. Had 7 runs in the 7th and 8th last night. Against the Aces, they scored some early, but slowed down later. And then the Giants, they had 8 runs in the last 2 times they were up. First pitch to Tribble, runs in and it hit him. Got him on the hand as he was trying to lay down a bunt. So he's going to be awarded first base. And now Gray's head coach Jack Besser out to talk with the home plate umpire, saying that Tribble never pulled back the bunt. And now there will be a chat amongst the umpires. Trainer out to have a quick look at Tribble. He's been clutching at that right hand. Umpires delineating. They'll have to come up with a decision here whether Tribble will be on first or not. And if not, it'll be a strike on Tribble. If they do rule it a hit by pitch, Nick Flores will be at the plate. And we'll have 2 men on with no outs. Just have to wait and see. So Tribble will be given first. There is no outs in the top of the second. And the Senators have 2 men on here with Nick Flores at the plate. Popped out to Chitla at second his first time up. Second baseman Chitla will hold Smale over at second. First pitch to Flores is pulled foul on the ground towards our base side. Senators seeing Basso well early. A former pitcher with the Crop Dusters. Here's his 0-1. In the dirt. Nice block by McMullen to be able to keep it in front. Smale has to stay at second. Basso comes set at the belt. Here's the pitch. High and in. Ball 2. Senators did have some early offense against the Aces a couple of nights ago. Had 2 in the second, 1 in the third, and 4 in the fourth. 2-1. Misses in. Ball 3. Flores, an early opportunity. Back in the season opener was huge for the Senators. Had a RBI double there. 3-1 is in at the letters for strike 2. Senators in the road gray jerseys with their white pants. On the other side, Grays in the all white with the pinstripes. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and chopped foul towards third. Basso Pearson comes set. And now the 7th pitch of the at-bat. High and in, and he walked him. Senators will load him up in the 2nd. And it is all set up here for Adam Trock, who's just had a fantastic start to this season. A single earlier tonight. His speed is dangerous as well. Yesterday went 1 for 3 with a couple of walks. Has recorded a hit in every game to this point in the season. Had 2 hits, both against the Giants and the Aces in that 3-game homestand, and then 1 last night. Senators an opportunity early to add a couple more. They lead 3-0, top of the 2nd with no outs. Bases are loaded. Basso's first pitch to Trock. Misses downstairs. From the belts. Here it comes. Fastball low. Adam Trock saw some time this year over at Duke. Ultimately was not brought as part of the team for regionals. So got to come to Southern Maryland, has made a difference. 2-0, a fastball strike on the outer half. They are loaded with no outs in the top of the 2nd. 2-1. Swinging a liner into center field. Right at Adonisio. Coming home from third is Smale. Throw is not in time. A sac fly for Adam Trock. And he comes through with a productive out. And the Senators extend their lead. 4-0. Here comes Carter Groen, who reached in the first inning, was hit by a pitch. There he's got 2 men on with only 1 out. 4-0 Senators lead. The pitch is a strike at the knees. Grays went down in order in the first inning. Looks like they're going to need a lot of offense tonight. The 0-1 waved at. Basso took something off at that time. Senators at their punishing best offensively early. The 0-2, runners off, Groen fouls it back. Groen had a big 3-run homer a couple of nights ago against the Aces. On with 2 runners here. 0-2 is over his head. Tribble off to third. Flores to second. Both runners move up. So 2 men in scoring position, 1 out. 1-2 the count on Groen. Senators out in front, 4-0. Basso kicks and offers. Swung on and pulled foul, a bouncer third base side. Groen was a big piece of what Southern Maryland was able to do, especially in the playoffs last season. Walked 4 times in that postseason when the consequences of pitching to him raised a little. The 1-2. Upstairs, count levels off to the 3-hole hitter, Carter Groen. He's DHing tonight for Scout Middleton. Was out and right yesterday. He had a sac fly in the third to score a run. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and popped into shallow left field. Coming in a couple steps is Rivera. Tribble will stay at third. And so Groen will fly out to left. There's 2 gone in the inning. Here comes Steven Kraus. He had an RBI single in the first after producing last night off the bench a 2-run single. Basso's pitch, swing and a miss. A changeup below the zone. Kraus went after it. There's 2 gone here in the top of the second. 4-0 Senators. The 0-1 fouled to the screen. So the Senators, after loading the bases, Basso trying to get out of trouble, at least as much as he can. Southern Maryland has already pushed across 1 in the inning. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. So Kraus goes down on strike. Senators leave 2 stranded in the second, but they lead big early, 4-0 after 1.5. Senators are feeling it offensively. Vincent Luther coming back on the mound after this.
Whether you're a player or aspire to work a job in sports, the Cal Ripken Senior Collegiate Baseball League is the right place for you. With over 250 players each year, the Cal Ripken League helps showcase talent in a competitive environment. If you're seeking a job in sports, the Cal Ripken League offers media and photography internships. To learn more, visit calripkenleague.org today. Need industry-leading equipment for leaf blowers, lawnmowers, boat trailers, and more? Guy Brothers Marine can help. Need maintenance or repair on equipment? Guy Brothers Marine can help. Family owned and operated, they take pride in everything they do. They have a reputation for fixing what others can't. For more on equipment and repair, check out GuyBrothersMarine.com today. Guy Brothers Marine, their commitment to serving customers is priority 1. Thermal Comfort provides heating and air conditioning for newly constructed custom homes in Northern Virginia and select areas in Maryland. They service all systems, operational or non-operational, while providing free estimates for new systems. Go to thermalcomfortllc.com and choose the easier way to upgrade your heating and cooling system.
The 6'4" left-hander Vincent Luther stays on for the Senators here in the second inning. He retired them in order in the first. And here comes Carter Jenkins, the first baseman for DC. Early in this season is 5 for 11. First pitch is bounced foul, left to home. Jenkins was a big part of that opening day victory against the Big Train. He went 3 for 5. The 0-1 swung on and pulled. Fair pass. Surwick at third. Into the left field corner. Trying for 2 is Jenkins. Tribble throws there, and he's in safely. So a leadoff double in the second for Carter Jenkins, and the Grays are in business. Ethan Nagy up to the plate. He is a 6'3" right-handed hitter. Pitch to him is a fastball strike at the knees. Nagy will be both used as a hitter and pitcher this season. Pitched last night against the Aces. Here's the 0-1. In the dirt. Blocked by Grantham. Nagy last night didn't give up a run across 4 2/3. Made a great start. Only gave up 3 hits. The 1-1 is just in. Nagy was a hitter in the first 2 games of the season. There he was 0 for 4, but had a couple of RBIs. A walk as well. 2-1. Swung on and hit sharply on the ground. Right side of the infield. Through into right field. Smale comes up throwing home, and having to hold that third is Carter Jenkins. But now there's men at the corners with no outs for the Grays. They're starting to put together some offense here. And this is Joey Chitla. Chitla just finished up his freshman year over at Wofford College. Teammates this past season with Lucas Grantham and Logan Tribble. First pitch is a strike at the knees. Chitla is 2 for 7 to begin this summer. Last night went 0 for 2 against the Aces with a walk. The pitch, a changeup in there. Chitla has struck out 3 times this season, but 5 walks to his name. The pitch took something off it, but misses outside. Ball and 2 strikes. Nagy at first, Jenkins at third. No outs in the bottom of the second. 1-2. Just low. Senators dugout wanted the call. It will even the count 2-2. Luther ready. Here's the pitch. Misses high. So Chitla works it full. Luther's 3-2. Swinging a bouncer to third. It gets past the glove of Surowick. In to score comes Jenkins. Nagy to second. Chitla on first. Everyone's safe. And Ryan Castelvage will be out to have a chat with Vincent Luther. It will go down as an error on Danny Surowick, but a tough play to make regardless. A tough backhand right down the line. So a mound visit with Luther. We'll see how much longer he gets here. Still no outs in the bottom of the second inning. 2 men on for the Grays. 4-1 Senators out in front. The Bugs are just crazy tonight here at Woodbridge High School. Anywhere you look, players are batting them out from in front of their eyes. First pitch is a strike on the inner part to TJ Adonisio. He's the center fielder for the Grays. A beautiful night here at Woodbridge High School. Couple of clouds in the sky. The 0-1. Called strike at the knees. A moment ago, Chitla battled back from down 0-2. Here's the pitch. Swinging a bouncer right side of the infield. This is Cook, only play at first. And down goes Adonisio. There's one away in the inning. So runners move up to second and third. There is one out in the bottom of the second. Senators still in front by 3. This is Jack McMullen, the catcher tonight. Right-handed hitter. A lot of righties in the order tonight. First pitch is a fastball strike at the bottom of the zone. McMullen has only played in 1 game so far this season. That was the second game of the year against the Braves. He was 1 for 2. Couple of RBIs. The 0-1. Swing in a tapper foul third base side. Luther, ever since that Mount visit, has gotten ahead of 2 straight batters, 0-2. From the belts, and now will step off the rubber. Bats his chest. Senators in the road grays. The 0-2 in the dirt, blocked by Grantham. Boy, he's been a great catcher defensively this season for Southern Maryland. Threw out a runner last night. 2 nights ago. Here's the pitch. Called, strike 3. Got him looking with a change at the knees, and there's 2 away. A big second out for Southern Maryland. There's still 2 men in scoring position for DC. This brings up Rocco Gilbert, the 9-hole hitter. Right-handed batter. First pitch to him is a fastball strike. Gilbert was 0 for 3 against the Braves earlier in the season. Struck out once in that ball game. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a little tapper out in front of home. Luther, gloves, plants, throws to first in time to retire the side. Could have been worse. Vincent Luther gets out of the inning virtually unscathed. Grays able to score only 1 in the second. Senators lead 4-1 after 2.
Seeking investment management help? Well, look no further than GDS Investments. With over 20 years of experience, Glenn Surwick has the knowledge and experience to help you make informed investment decisions. The company maintains full transparency, allowing you to view your account activity at any time so there are no delays or surprises. Go to gdsinvestments.com today to learn more. GDS Investments, there to guide you when the winds change. In need of trash pickup service? Well, look no further than Evergreen Disposal. With over 2 generations of experience, a family-owned and operated business, Evergreen Disposal proudly serves Southern Maryland. The company is committed to customers and building community. They provide service to homeowners associations, individual houses, and commercial, construction, and industrial locations. Once you switch, you'll never look back. To start using Evergreen Disposal, go to evergreendisposal.com or call 240-468-6677. That's 240-468-6677 to change to a community-based organization. Evergreen Disposal.
Senators lead 4-1 after 2 innings here from Woodbridge High School in Woodbridge, Virginia. So glad you can join us here on the Senators Baseball Network. Cody Wagner with you this evening. Senators will have 5, 6, 7 here due up in the third. Owen Basso still out on the mound after giving up 4 runs through the first 2. He was a pitcher in the same Cal Ripken League last year over with the Crop Dusters. Has remained in the league this year, pitching for the DC Grays. First pitch to Lucas Grantham is swung on and bounced back up the middle. Rivera's got it. Throw on to first is in time for out number 1. Slick play up the middle and nice glove work by Noel Rivera to set down Lucas Grantham on the first pitch. This is Danny Surwick, who had an RBI single in the first. RBI double, excuse me. Basso from the belts. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. This Woodbridge High School, a new venue for the Grays this season. Last year they played over at Prince George Community College. This year they move into Virginia. The 0-1 is swung out and lined through the right side, a base hit. So Senators have a 1-out base runner, and it's a 2-for-2 night so far for Danny Surwick, who's gotten hot. Another left-handed hitter for Scott Middleton and Calvin Cook. He popped out to third to end the first inning. Here's his second opportunity tonight. First pitch is up and away. Cook plays college ball over at Middle Tennessee State, where he just finished up his freshman season. Runner goes. Pitch is lined into left field, down for a base hit. Surwick around second, into third with a dive safely. Cook into second. Great read by him after the throw went past the third baseman's song. Basso was backing up, but it knocked off our home plate umpire, who was there to make the call at third. So the Senators have 2 men in scoring position with only 1 out. And this is Dawson Smale. He had a single to open up the second inning. Ultimately came around to score. That was thanks to a Adam Trock sac fly. He's another lefty. First pitch is a fastball outside, ball 1. Senators really seeing Basso well. He's walked only 1 to this point, hit another batter. The pitch waved at, 1-1. Cook had the night off yesterday against the Aces. Earlier in the week was 0 for 2, but walked and scored. The 1-1 is past the catcher. Racing home is Surwick. He's in safely. Cook up to third, and the Senators add on to the lead. 5-1 in the top of the third. Still only 1 out, a 2-1 count to Smale, and a runner at third. Senators still in business big time. Two 1. Swung on and popped foul down the left field side. Basso comes set at the belts. He's 2-2. Misses low and is past the catcher once more. Cook in to score from third. 6-1, Southern Maryland pouring it on early. And now Smale with a 3-2 count. That Pitch missed badly, bouncing in front of home plate. Sun has set below the trees back behind home plate here. 3-2 is inside, and he walked Smale. Senators now have another base runner. 6-1, Southern Maryland. Top of the third inning with one out. And McMullen will come out to have a chat with Owen Basso. There is some stirring out in that Grays bullpen. No throwing from what I can see. Tribble, his first time up, was hit by a pitch trying to lay down a bunt. It hit in his right hand. Has toughed it out, stayed in the game. He's playing left field tonight. Stayed in the lineup as a DH yesterday. Has reached to this point in 15 of 16 plate appearances. First pitch is low and away, ball one. Logan Tribble, a returner to the Senators, being big time for Southern Maryland early this season. The 1-0, runners off. Pitch misses, and it's past the catcher McMullen to the backstop. Smale swipes second. And in scoring position for Logan Tribble. Last summer with the Senators had a 341 on base percentage. 2-0. Misses low. He's just a guy that gets on a lot. A nuisance for opposing pitchers. Smale at second with only one out. 6-1 Senators. Top of the third. 3-0. A fastball strike. Tribble played in 17 games this year at Wofford. Had 3 RBIs. The pitch swung on and roped into the left field corner, foul. And now it's 3-2 with one out. Senators have built out a big 5-run lead here on the road. Basso peers in at his catcher McMullen. Comes set from the belts. Here's the 3-2. Swung on and lifted into deep left center field. Tracking it back is the left fielder Rivera, and he dropped it. Tribble racing into second. Around third and coming home is Smale. They cut it off. No throw to the plate. Senators played another and lead at 7-1. Tribble can do no wrong. He's reached 16 of 17 times this year. And here comes Nick Flores trying to continue this rally. Now there is some throwing out in the Grays bullpen. Can't tell who it is from here. 7-1 Senators. One out, top of the third. And this is Nick Flores. First pitch is hit on the ground to third. Misplaying it, a song throw to first is in time. Jenkins with a nice stretch. There's 2 down. Tribble holds at second. Song misplayed it at first and then able to recover quickly to get the out. So here comes Adam Trock, who's had a productive night, 1 for 1. Had a sac fly his last time up, a single in the first. The pitch swung on and popped out of play left side. Schrock was a big-time recruit out of Maryland, coming out of high school, ranked sixth in the state, second at his position among outfielders. Had a .450 on-base percentage as a junior in high school with 32 stolen bases. Unbelievable stats. The 0-1. Checks his swing. It's a strike at the knees. Schrock received all conference honors his sophomore and junior seasons of high school. That talent has carried over to the college level. This summer, he's looked unbelievable early in the season. 0-2. Up and away. He has now extended his hitting streak to 5 games with a single back in the first. Had 4 at-bats this season with Duke. His only hit was a triple. 1-2. Swung on and roped into the right center field gap. That'll get down and roll to the wall. In to score is Tribble. Schrock slides into second. Feet first, safe. Senators adding another 8-1. Out in front big. Schrock off to an unreal start this summer. And up comes Carter Groen. Flew out to left back in the second. He has now come to bat in all 3 innings. First pitch is lifted foul back towards the parking lot behind home. Sun has pretty much set in that direction. It's still lighting up the sky blue, but not much light to be seen from the sun itself. It's now 1-1 on Groen. Pitch misses high and in. Basso having a tough time in the start tonight. Here's 1-1. Groen takes low. 2 away, top of the third, 8-1 Senators. Just punishing the Grays offensively. Senators have looked a cut above early on in the season. Here's the pitch. One into the middle of the infield. Calling for it is the shortstop Rivera, who puts it away for out number 3. 8-1 Senators out big time after 2.5. Grays will try to respond after this break. Senators lead it big.
We've got an offer you won't want to miss out on. Over the summer, the Senators collegiate team will be hosting a youth baseball camp throughout June and July, available to ages 7 through 14. Take the opportunity to get personalized advice from Senators players and coaches and elevate your game to the next level. For specific dates and times, go to somdsenators-cal.com to learn more. Whether you're a player or aspire to work a job in sports, the Cal Ripken Senior Collegiate Baseball League is the right place for you. With over 250 players each year, the Cal Ripken League helps showcase talent in a competitive environment. If you're seeking a job in sports, the Cal Ripken League offers media and photography internships. To learn more, visit calripkenleague.org today. Thermal Comfort provides heating and air conditioning for newly constructed custom homes in Northern Virginia and select areas in Maryland. They service all systems, operational or non-operational, while providing free estimates for new systems. Go to thermalcomfortllc.com and choose the easier way to upgrade your heating and cooling system.
Grays just had a team meeting out in front of their third base dugout trying to jumpstart the offense. Boy, it has been slow to this point for them offensively, but really hot for the Senators to this point. 8-1, Southern Maryland leads after 2.5. They pushed across 4 in the top of the third, and back to the top of the order for DC. This is Noel Rivera. Had 4 RBIs in the season opener against the Big Train. Luther's first pitch misses in the dirt. Offers a changeup to begin the inning. Luther, a 6'4" left-hander, just finished up his freshman season over at Binghamton University. Made 9 starts there this season. The 1-0. Swung on and flied into shallow center field, calling for it the second baseman Cook, who makes the catch for out number 1. Luther has done a good job of limiting base runners to this point. Only 3 men have gotten on for the Grays. Luther set him down in order in the first. The pitch to Song is a little high. Song grounded out to the pitcher his first time to the plate. Luther's 1-0 is a changeup at the shins, low, ball 2. He's got nasty change of pace between the fastball and the changeup. His pitch is swung on and ripped into center field. Trock near the gap, unable to make the catch. It'll get down there, but he cuts it off. So Song will have to hold that first, but he's got a 1-out single in the third. And the next man up is Andy Rivera, the outfielder. No relation to the leadoff man, Noel Rivera. Andy from Silver Spring, Maryland. A check on first. Lob a little wide. Kraus able to keep it in front of him over at first. From the belt, first pitch, fouled to the screen. The Grays 2-1 so far early into this campaign. Had a couple of big wins to open up their season against the Big Train and Braves. Here's the 0-1. The changeup in there, strike 2. Bottom of the third, 1 out. Senators lead by 7. The 0-2. First, a check on the runner at first. Song able to make it back safely. Last time, Rivera grounded out to short. The 0-2, runner goes. Pitch is wide, throw down to second is offline. Flores able to back it up. So Song with a stolen base. It's a 1-2 count on Andy Rivera. Last season, the Grays played over at Prince George Community College. The 1-2 misses in the dirt and is to the backstop. Song advances to third, and he stands just 90 feet away with 1 out in the inning. So Song manufacturing some opportunities with his speed out on the base pass. The set, the 2-2. Cold, strike 3. Got him with a fastball at the knees. There's 2 gone in the third.
Number 15, Carter Jenkins.
And that eliminates any sac fly opportunities, and here comes Carter Jenkins, who had a double in the second. First pitch is swung on and flown into right field. Medium deep, Smale towards the line, makes the shoulder high catch to retire the side. So the Grays leave one stranded in the third. 8-1, Senators out in front. We go to the fourth after this.
Want to help the Senators? You can help fuel the team and carry them to victory by becoming a game day meal sponsor. For $250, you provide a pregame meal for the Senators players and staff. If you sign up, you'll receive 4 season passes to home games, a game time announcement, along with commercials on all Southern Maryland Senators broadcasts throughout the season. Both corporate and private donors are welcome. To sign up today, contact info@somdsenators.com. A warm, sunny afternoon, hot dog in hand, water in the other, watching a baseball game. What's better than that? Well, not much. If you want to make that fantasy a reality, you can check out the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Founded in 2006, the Blue Crabs are part of the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball. Search somdbluecrabs.com to get tickets today. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, Southern Maryland's only pro sports team.
Senators out in front big, 8-1 after 3 innings. Live from Woodbridge High School, I'm Cody Wagner. So glad you can join us on this Saturday evening. Senators are rolling. They've won 3 straight, looking to make it 4 in a row tonight. And they look well on their way to doing that. They have played a heck of a game to this point. Bats have got going early, something that Scott Middleton had wanted. Tonight, they have really come through. Jace Saflarski out of the bullpen. He is a 6'1" right-hander. Played college ball this year as a freshman over at Lock Haven University. First pitch to Kraus, misses low. Saflarski pitched in the season opener against the Big Train. He got the win in that one. Gave up 2 runs across 1 2/3. Lines and the 1-0 at the shins of Kraus low. The 2-0 foul back. Strike 1. Kraus had very impressive numbers last season in the Perfect Game Collegiate League with the Newark Pilots. Hit .349 with 7 doubles in 21 games. This year with Binghamton, played in 29 games, 54 at-bats. The 2-1 is lifted foul down the left side. The 2-2. Fouled off towards the left side. Kraus displayed his power this year at the college level, hitting 2 home runs and 54 at-bats. He's only a freshman at Binghamton. Will only get better from there. The 2-2. Swung on and lifted high in the air out to center field. Medium deep. Adonisio makes the catch for out number 1. Here's Lucas Grantham with one away in the top of the fourth. 8-1 Senators. Grantham is 0 for 2 tonight, but had an RBI on a ground out back in the first inning. Safarski winds and offers upstairs for ball one. Grantham just announced he's transferring to Georgia State in the fall. Will return to his home state of Georgia. Played at Wofford this year as a freshman. The 1-0 misses low and away. Last summer, Grantham played in the Perfect Game Collegiate League. He hit .231 with 6 RBIs. The 2-0 is waved at, strike one. Grantham did not play last night. The 2-1 is in the dirt, a ball. Gets the start back behind the dish tonight. He's also one heck of a defensive catcher. 3-1. Downstairs, walked him on 5 pitches, so the Senators will have a 1-out runner in the fourth. And here comes Danny Surwick, who has been hot tonight. Left-handed hitter. He is 2 for 2 this evening. Had a double in the first. That knocked in a run. Single, then came around to score in the third. So Flarski works with a quick pace out on the mound. First pitch to Surwick is lifted foul back to the screen. Grantham at first. Not too much of a speed threat. Did steal 4 bases last summer with the Oneonta Outlaws in the Perfect Game Collegiate League. This year with Wofford had 3 steals. Yet to steal base this year with the Senators. The 0-1 is a changeup in there, strike 2. So Flarski, the set. The 0-2. Low and away. Surwick didn't play this season as a freshman at Boston College, but really is an asset for Scout Middleton. Always nice to have infielders that bat lefty. The 1-2 is foul back. Middleton's got a couple of those left-handed hitting infielders. Check on first. Back with a dive is Grantham. Grantham, a cerebral player, always trying to get better. The 1-2. Surwick lifts it foul behind home. Fighting at the plate. That has just been the spirit of this Southern Maryland team early in the season. Fighting. Scott Middleton's love that. The 1-2, runners off, pitch misses low, throw down to second. Grantham in safe with a feet first slide. So a man in scoring position. It's 2-2 on Grantham. 1 away, top of the fourth. 8-1 Southern Maryland. So Flarski, a long look at home. Here's the pitch. Swung on and foul tipped. Unable to glove it is McMullen. So New life for Serwick. Started walking, just assumed that McMullen had made the catch. Happy to have another chance here. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup by Saflarski. Sets down Serwick swinging. There's 2 gone in the 4th. And this is Calvin Cook. Another one of those left-handed hitting infielders. Playing second base tonight for Scott Middleton. He is 1 for 2 this evening. Came around to score after a single in the 3rd. First pitch is a strike on the outer edge. Already the 3rd time up for Cook in the 7th spot, only in the 4th inning. Senators with an offensive explosion. Had 3 in the 1st, 4 in the 3rd, 1 in the 2nd. The pitch is low and outside. Owen Basso made the start. Gave up 8 runs across 3 innings, 7 hits in that time. Struck out 1 batter. So Flarski's 1-1. Swinging a slow roller to first base. Jenkins' gloves will take it himself to the bag and end the inning. Senators leave one stranded in the 4th. First inning they haven't scored in. They lead big time, 8-1. Vincent Luther will be back on the mound after this.
Seeking investment management help? Well, look no further than GDS Investments. With over 20 years of experience, Glenn Serwick has the knowledge and experience to help you make informed investment decisions. The company maintains full transparency, allowing you to view your account activity at any time so there are no delays or surprises. Go to gdsinvestments.com today to learn more. GDS Investments, there to guide you when the winds change. In need of trash pickup service? Well, look no further than Evergreen Disposal. With over 2 generations of experience, a family-owned and operated business, Evergreen Disposal proudly serves Southern Maryland. The company is committed to customers and building community. They provide service to homeowners associations, individual houses, and commercial, construction, and industrial locations. Once you switch, you'll never look back. To start using Evergreen Disposal, go to evergreendisposal.com or call 240-468-6677. That's 240-468-6677 to change to a community-based organization. Evergreen Disposal.
Vincent Luther has looked wonderful making the start tonight for the Senators. He has gone 3 innings already to this point. Trying to make the longest start of any Senators pitcher to this point. Aiden Milburn went 3 innings last night. That was the longest to this point. Before that, the longest was Mark Lubira, who only pitched 2 1/3. Scott Middleton has kept these starters on a pretty short leash early in the season. Got to keep in mind that these guys just getting out of the college season, there are still pretty strict pitch numbers in effect. First pitch is a fastball away, ball 1. Here's Ethan Nagy. He is 1 for 1 with a single in the 2nd. The 1-0 is a changeup over the heart of the plate. 1-1. Nagy plays both ways for the Grays. The 1-1 is outside. Made the start last night against the Aces where he threw 4 2/3, was wonderful in that one. Ultimately wasn't enough for a Grays win. The 2-1 fouled to the screen. Offense been a little slow the last 2 nights for DC. Scored 2 yesterday against Alexandria. Only 1 here to this point. bottom of the fourth inning. No outs, 8-1 Senators. Now the 2-2. Swung on and popped foul down the right side. Nagy was 0 for 3 in the season opener against the Big Train, but knocked in 2 runs. Walked once. Was a couple of sac flies. 2-2. Upstairs. Winning pitches, the sentiment from head coach Jack Besser, coaching third base for the Grays. 3-2. He's downstairs for ball 4. Quality at bat from Ethan Nagy, and he's aboard first.
Now batting for your Grays, number 5, Joey Chitla.
And here comes Joey Chitla. Reached on an error in the second. He has played a very good second base defensively, showing some great range early in this one. Only run Luther has given up to this point was unearned. Snap throw to first from Luther. Back with the dive is Nagy. Grays have left 3 on base. The pitch swung on and cracked into center field. Back as a truck a couple of steps. He makes the catch with no problem. There's 1 out.
Now batting for your Grays, number 19, TJ Adonisio.
TJ Adonisio with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Comes up with a man on. Adonisio grounded out to second his first time. Lefty on lefty matchup. Luther's pitch is low and outside. Grays started the season with an ideal win against the Big Train, won 12-11. The 1-0 drops in there, a strike with the off speed. Rays followed it up with a big win against the Braves. The 1-1. Another off-speed strike. Adonisio is 1 for 10 at the plate this season. Has walked twice. A 1-2. Just low with the fastball. Luther has been tough to hit in this one, only giving up 3 hits. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him chasing down to the dirt. Down goes Adonisio. And a nicely executed pitch by Vincent Luther. Here comes Jack McMullen, who went down looking his first time. The pitch swung on and lined into right field, right at Smale, who makes the catch to end the inning. So Grays leave 1 on in the 4th. Vincent Luther with a fantastic outing here tonight. 8-1. Senators lead after 4. They'll try to add on more after this break.
If you want to stay up to date with all things Senators, follow the collegiate team's social media accounts. You can follow the team at Southern MD Senators on Instagram or Go SOMD Senators on X to keep up with the team. You'll get score updates, final score graphics, access to articles, and so much more. Go check out the Senators on social media and don't miss a moment this season. We've got an offer you won't want to miss out on. Over the summer, the Senators collegiate team will be hosting a youth baseball camp throughout June and July, available to ages 7 through 14. Take the opportunity to get personalized advice from Senators players and coaches and elevate your game to the next level. For specific dates and times, go to somdsenators-cal.com to learn more. Thermal Comfort provides heating and air conditioning for newly constructed custom homes in Northern Virginia and select areas in Maryland. They service all systems, operational or non-operational, while providing free estimates for new systems. Go to thermalcomfortllc.com and choose the easier way to upgrade your heating and cooling system.
Jace Saflarski, still the man out of the bullpen for the DC Grays, came on last inning, shut the Senators down. They only had one base runner in the form of Lucas Grantham, who walked then stole a base. He was left on. Senators trying to continue their big offensive game. They scored 8 in the first 3 innings, 4 in the third, 3 in the first, and 1 in the second. Since then, no runs on either side after the big top of the third for the Senators. Here we are, top of the 5th inning. 8-1 Southern Maryland. First pitch to Smale is swung on and lifted in the air, medium deep center. Adonisio makes the shoulder high catch for out number 1. So the first pitch of the inning is an out for DC, and here comes Logan Tribble. 0 for 1 this evening, reached on an error last time by the left fielder Rivera, who kind of lost his footing trying to make a catch out and left. So Flarski's first pitch is pulled on the ground to third. Song gloves, plants, throw to first, not in time for out number 2. Super efficient start to the inning for Jace Saflarski, who's only had to throw 3 pitches, already has 2 outs. This is Nick Flores, who is 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Had a big RBI double back in the season opener against the Braves. That was on the road. First pitch is a changeup at the knees, strike 1. That game against Metro South County, the only loss on the record so far this season for Southern Maryland. The 0-1, low, 1-1. Since then, Senators have been pretty much perfect. Last night, 8-3 victory. Before that against the Aces, 7-3, and then 9-5 on Wednesday against the Giants. The 1-1, low and away. 2 outs in the top of the 5th. No men on for the Senators. They lead by 7 runs. So Flarski winds and offers. A fastball strike on the inside corner. It is 2-2. Flores' numbers this year at the college level over at VCU were just off the charts. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him chasing down in the dirt. A quick inning for Jace Saflarski. 1, 2, 3 they go for the Senators in the 5th. We're back after this. DC trying to crack into the Senators' lead.
Eternal Couture Sports makes your design ideas come to life. From sports uniforms to vehicle lettering, custom t-shirts, yard signs, and more, EC Sports has you covered. They're ready to suggest new design ideas for your company logo, team uniforms, or personal apparel. Based in Waldorf, Maryland, EC Sports is here to match your design needs. To learn more, visit ecsportsdmv.net today. A warm, sunny afternoon, hot dog in hand, water in the other, watching a baseball game. What's better than that? Well, not much. If you want to make that fantasy a reality, you can check out the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Founded in 2006, the Blue Crabs are part of the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball. Search SOMDBlueCrabs.com to get tickets today. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, Southern Maryland's only pro sports team. Whether you're a player or aspire to work a job in sports, the Cal Ripken Senior Collegiate Baseball League is the right place for you. With over 250 players each year, the Cal Ripken League helps showcase talent in a competitive environment. If you're seeking a job in sports, the Cal Ripken League offers media and photography internships. To learn more, visit calripkenleague.org today.
So a new pitcher for the Senators, this is Colin Shear, who had a phenomenal outing back in the season opener against the Metro South County Braves. He really locked things down in those middle innings through 3 innings, only gave up 1 earned. He was phenomenal for Southern Maryland there. He comes in tonight for Vincent Luther, who went 4 innings, only gave up 1 run. That was unearned. Surrendered 3 hits, struck out 3. Great start for Vincent Luther. Couple of defensive changers for the Senators. Jack Ewert comes on for Nick Flores. They move Calvin Cook over to short. Kai Queen on for Logan Tribble to play left field, and MJ Phillips will enter for Stephen Kraus to play first base. Everything other than that is kept the same. Dawson Smale out in right, Trock in center, now Queen in left. Third base, Surowick at short, Cook playing second, Ewert. First baseman is Phillips. Behind the dish is still Lucas Grantham. So Colin Shear on for Vincent Luther, who likely will have plenty of starts in front of him this summer in Southern Maryland. First pitch is outside to the 9-hole hitter, Rocco Gilbert. Grounded out to Vincent Luther, his first time up. Here's the 1-0. Wave and a miss. Shear, the first time he pitched, did exactly his job out of the bullpen. Provided length, kept the game close, one that the Senators would go on to lose 11-8 in the end. The 1-1 swung on and popped foul towards the right side. Both offenses quiet since the Senators scored 4 in the top of the third. The 1-2. Called strike 3. Got him looking at a fastball at the knees. Down goes Gilbert. There's 1 away in the 5th. Senators in front by 7. Lineup card flips over for the Grays. And this is Noel Rivera, who is 0 for 2 tonight. Flew out to center his first time. Popped out to Cook at second in the 3rd. The pitch, a changeup in there at the belt to strike. Shear sets the 0-1, bounces way before home. Bounced even before the dirt, just lost handle on that one. This is Noel Rivera. Was 3 for 11 on the season coming into tonight. The pitch. Swung on and ripped high in the air out to left field. Queen back on it near the wall. It's gone. A solo shot in the 5th for Noel Rivera. And the Grays move within 6. Rivera displays the power. And he knocks one over the left field wall. About 350 out to that part of the ballpark. 320 in the corners, 380 to center. A 10-foot high wall all around the outfield here at Woodbridge High School. Sun has gone down. First pitch is a ball away. Song squared to bunt, pulls it back. He singled and stole a base back in the third. Grounded out to the starter Luther his first time up. Shear sets the pitch. A fastball high. Song has played a heck of a third base defensively tonight. The 2-0 on a line through the left side and into the outfield. One out single for Song, and DC Gray's offense starting to come alive here in the fifth. Scott Middleton comes out to talk with Colin Shear. Whole infield will join him. 8-2, Senators lead, bottom of the fifth. It'll be a man on for Andy Rivera. He is hitless in 2 trips to the plate tonight. Grounded out to short his first time, and then a strikeout looking last time. A positive sign for Shear, he has been going after batters, hasn't walked anyone yet. To continue on the defensive replacements for Scott Middleton, Jack Ewert brought in to play second base. He really marveled about his ability to play the middle infield earlier when I talked to him. Ewert just tremendous at second. Middleton said he'll learn a lot this summer, but he is already next level when it comes to the defense. First pitch is fouled back to the screen. Senators just at their punishing best offensively early. Got out to an 8-1 lead after the third inning. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and flown into shallow right field, ranging towards the line. As Smale, he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting for your
2 gone in the fifth, and here comes Carter Jenkins, who is 1 for 2 with a double in the second. Flew out to right last time to end the third. There they left on a runner in Ryan Song. Runner goes, pitch misses low, and no throw from Lucas Grantham. So Ryan Song with his second stolen base of the night. And Shear before the pitch will step off the mound. Grays have had limited base runners tonight. They have stranded 4 to this point. Song way off a second. Here's the 1-0. Just downstairs. Righty on righty matchup here to Jenkins. The set. The pitch. Runners off. Swinging a little tapper foul down the third base side. Senators not paying too much attention to Song over at second. Makes sense with the 6-run lead. Bottom of the fifth inning. 2 outs. Man in scoring position. Runner goes. Pitch is high. Throw down to third. Just safe. It was a laser beam from Lucas Grantham. Just a little bit on the wrong side for Surwick, who had to bring the throw around his body to make the tag. So Song with another stolen base. He's got great speed. Shears 3-1. Swung on and ripped into right field. Smale back a couple of steps. puts it away to end the inning. A solo shot from Noel Rivera is the only run for the Grays in the fifth. After 5 innings, Senators lead 8-2. Trying to grow onto that after this.
Whether you're a player or aspire to work a job in sports, the Cal Ripken Senior Collegiate Baseball League is the right place for you. With over 250 players each year, the Cal Ripken League helps showcase talent in a competitive environment. If you're seeking a job in sports, the Cal Ripken League offers media and photography internships. To learn more, visit calripkenleague.org today. Eternal Couture Sports makes your design ideas come to life. From sports uniforms to vehicle lettering, custom t-shirts, yard signs, and more, EC Sports has you covered. They're ready to suggest new design ideas for your company logo, team uniforms, or personal apparel. Based in Waldorf, Maryland, EC Sports is here to match your design needs. To learn more, visit ecsportsdmv.net today.
We head to the sixth. Senators out in front 8-2. At their run scoring best tonight. They have averaged 8 runs through these first 4 games. Tonight they've matched that. Can they put up a couple more? Still to be determined. This is Adam Schrock to lead things off in the sixth. He is 2 for 2. First pitch. Last inning he set the Senators down in order. Held them scoreless in the fourth. The pitch. Schrock checks his swing. He held up 1-1. Schrock had an RBI double in the third. Knocked home a run with a sac fly in the second. The 1-1. Misses low. Bounce before home. Schrock out of Duke University. Now has a 5-game hitting streak. To get to second base. Unbelievable speed. 2-1. Unbelievable speed. 2-1. Swing and a miss. When talking about him earlier, Scott Middleton told me that he just puts so much pressure on defense because of that speed. And it takes defenses out of their usual comfort zone. The 2-2. Schrock takes in the dirt. So Farsky ready. Here's 3-2. Swung on and bounced to first. Jenkins gloves. He'll step on the bag himself. 4 out. So ground out starts the end for Southern Maryland. And here is Carter Groen. 0 for 2 tonight. Was hit by a pitch in the first. Has flown out twice. So Flarsky's first offering. Groen checks his swing. Doesn't matter. It's a called strike. Groen had a 3-run Alexandria Aces. The 0-1. Swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt. In that game against the Aces, that 3-run homer really opened things up. Senators won 7-3. If you'll believe it, their lowest scoring game of the season. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and popped right side of the infield. Chitla calls for it and makes the grab for out number 2. Boy, Saflarski has been fantastic out of placing Owen Basso. Owen Basso. He has not given up a single run, and the Senators have had only one base runner against him. Here's MJ Phillips, who last inning replaced Steven Krause defensively, swings and misses at strike number 1. Phillips, a freshman, though 0-1 is outside. Krause tonight was 1 for 3 at the plate. The 1-1, waved at, strike 2. Now Phillips gets an opportunity to replace him. The pitch. 2-2. Outside, ball 3. Gray's dugout wanted the call. A wind and the 3-2. Bounce foul at home. Phillips stays alive. Saflarski once more, the payoff pitch. Swinging a slow roller pulled foul down the first base side. Phillips just finished his redshirt sophomore year over at Towson. This year had 43 at-bats, batted 186. The 3-2. Foul back to the screen. Phillips not making it easy on Saflarski and jacking up the pitch count after he had a really efficient 5th inning. Set down 2 batters in that inning with only 3 pitches. 3-2. And popped in the air back behind home plate. Chasing is McMullen. It is out of play. Phillips has seen 9 pitches this AB. Three-two. Up and away, and Phillips works a walk. A quality at bat for the left-handed hitter. And here comes the catcher, Lucas Grantham. Got to unbuckle his catching gear. And here he comes. Grantham walked his last time up and stole a base in the 4th. He was the only base runner against Saflarski prior to MJ Phillips reaching. Top of the 6th. Senators lead by 6. 8-2. 2 outs in the inning. Here's the pitch. Just low. Pitch gets away from the catcher. Phillips moves up to second. Mullen just unable to squeeze it there. Pitch was shin high to Grantham. Here's the 1-0. Curveball that drops in, 1-1. And it seems like the catcher there might have been a little crossed up. Let's get signs, says our head coach. So now they clarify, and we're once more ready to go. 1-1 the count here to Grantham with 2 outs. Top of the 6th. 8-2 Senators. Grantham just announced he's transferring over to Georgia State. Here's the 1-1. Checks his swing. Pitch misses low. Grantham trying to produce some 2-out offense and provide even more insurance for the Senators, who have looked great on offense tonight. 2-1. Swung on and ripped into center field. Deep. Adonisio back a couple of steps, and he hauls it in to retire the side. So a long fly out from Lucas Grantham ends the inning for the Senators. They lead 8-2. Bottom of the 6th. Coming up.
Seeking investment management help? Well, look no further than GDS Investments. With over 20 years of experience, Glenn Surwick has the knowledge and experience to help you make informed investment decisions. The company maintains full transparency, allowing you to view your activity for no delays or surprises. Go to gdsinvestments.com today to learn more. GDS Investments, there to guide you when the winds change. Eternal Couture Sports makes your design ideas come to life. From sports uniforms to vehicle lettering, custom t-shirts, yard signs, and more, EC Sports has you covered. They're ready to suggest new design ideas for your company logo, team uniforms, or personal apparel. Based in Waldorf, Maryland, EC Sports is here to meet needs. To learn more, visit ecsportsdmv.net today. A warm, sunny afternoon, hot dog in hand, water in the other, watching a baseball game. What's better than that? Well, not much. If you want to make that fantasy a reality, you can check out the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. The Blue Crabs are part of the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball. Search SOMDBlueCrabs.com to get tickets to the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, Southern Maryland's only pro sports team.
Colin Shearer still the man out on the mound for Southern Maryland. Only gave up 1 run in the 5th. That was a solo blast from Noel Rivera. Grays ultimately left 1 on, and that's been a story for them tonight. They have left 5 base runs stranded, have only scored 2 to this point. On the other side, Southern Maryland, they've left some guys on, 5 themselves, but that's fine. That's fine when you score 8 like they have. Bottom of the 6th inning, 8-2 Southern Maryland. This is Ethan Nagy to lead off the 6th. Pitch high and tight. Nagy can both pitch and hit for the Grays. He went 4 2/3 last night against the Aces out on the mound. An unbelievable start. The 1-0 swing and a miss. That was a game that DC ultimately lost 3-2. Had to have been at least a little demoralizing for Nagy last night after a great start. Nonetheless, hasn't shown it batting tonight. He's 1 for 1 and has drawn a walk. The pitch, high and tight. Shear had a fantastic appearance his first time out for the Senators. Through 3 innings, only giving up 1 run against the Braves in the season opener. 2-1, low and away. That was back on Tuesday. Senators started before anyone else in the league. Sun has set. It's a dark blue sky at the moment. 3-1. Misses high. And there's a 5-pitch walk to begin things in the 6th for Ethan Nagy.
Number 5, Joey Chitla.
And that brings up Joey Chitla. He is 0 for 2. Flew out to center in the 4th, reached on an error in the 2nd. That ultimately drove home a run. That error by Serwick over at 3rd. It was a tough play to make on the backhand. First pitch is upstairs for ball 1. DC trying to slowly chip into the Senators' lead. The 1-0 is a fastball strike at the knees. 6 through 9 in the order tonight for the Grays. Still yet to record a hit. Here's the pitch. Swung on and ripped into center field right at Schrock, who makes the catch. There's one away. A good swing for Joey Chitla, but right at Schrock. And so a big first out for the Senators. Colin Shear resetting after the leadoff walk. And this is TJ Adonisio, who's 0 for 2. Struck out swinging in the 4th inning. Left-handed hitter against a 6'3" right-hander, Colin Shear. His pitch misses low and is away from Grantham. Advancing up to second is Ethan Nagy with 1 out. Shear in his 2nd inning of work. Shear takes a long time. Now comes set at the belts. The 1-0. Swinging a bouncer to Serwick at 3rd. He gloves, plants, throw to first in time for out number 2. Holds Nagy at 2nd as well. So a big 2nd out in the inning for Colin Shear. And here comes Jack McMullen. McMullen is hitless in 2 trips to the plate. A strikeout looking in the 2nd. Bottom of the 6th inning. Senators lead 8-2. First pitch is bounced foul, 3rd base side. And the head coach, Jack Besser, unable to make the barehanded play coaching 3rd base. Shear comes set. It's the 0-1 pitch. Upstairs for ball 1. Two away, bottom of the 6th inning. Senators lead by 6 runs. Here's the 1 from Shear. A long look back at second. Now the pitch. A fastball high, 2-1. Attack the sentiment from the Senators bench for Colin Shear, who, when he's done so, has been pretty successful. Here's the pitch. A changeup outside. Hard to see where that one missed. It's 3-1 on McMullen. Only man to reach this inning was Nagy on a walk. The set, here it comes. Swing and a miss. Lively fastball out of Shear. And it's a full count with 2 outs in the 6th. 8-2, Southern Maryland, a big lead. Trying to get out of the inning unscathed. Here, 3-2. Bringing a foul tip. Caught Grantham, who goes to one knee. makes it. Runner at second, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. 8-2 Senators. Here's the payoff pitch. Low and away for ball 4. So McMullen able to work a walk. Second free pass of the inning. Shearer is given up. And here comes Rocco Gilbert. Excuse me. That was a defensive replacement last inning for him. First pitch misses away. It's Luke Kauke, 5'9", right-handed hitter out of Lafayette College. Same school as Owen Basso, who made the start tonight for the Grays. The 1-0 upstairs, ball 2. Kauke, a replacement for Gilbert, who was 0 for 2 this evening. The set, the pitch. Low and away, 3-0. Shearer having difficult finding the zone now. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, and he walked another. So the base is loaded for the Grays in the inning on 3 walks. And Lucas Grantham out to talk to Shear. Some stirring in the Senators' bullpen. Jax Nichols trotting over there to help get arm warm. There is 2 away in the bottom of the 6th inning. 8-2 Senators in front, but an opportunity here for the Grays to strike. This is the top of the order, and Noel Rivera. He launched a homer his last time up. He is 1 for 3 this evening. That was a solo shot in the 5th for Rivera. First pitch is a fastball just low. Senators need just 1 more out here in the 6th. Here it comes. Swinging a pop fly into foul territory. Left side, Surowick, a close look. It's just outside of the fence. Surowick wishing that fence was just about 3 feet wider. Shearer from the belt. Here it comes. Low and away. Snap throw to first. Not in time. And now he's punched out. And I think the umpire didn't realize necessarily where the hand was, and so an explanation to the runner. But down goes Luke Kauke trying to get back to first, and the Senators are out of things in the 6th. Eight to 2. Great back pick by Lucas Grantham. Phillips was ready. Senators lead by 6 going into the 7th inning.
The newest addition to the Senators family is the Maryland Lady Senators softball team. With an 18U team forming, 14U and 10U teams, the Lady Senators coaches and staff strive to help players reach their fullest potential both on and off the field. With the team just finishing their second season, you can join in the future by registering at ladysenators.com. Want to help the Senators? You can help fuel the team and carry them to victory by becoming a game day meal sponsor. For $250, you provide a pregame meal for the Senators players and staff. If you sign up, you'll receive 4 season passes to home games, a game time announcement, along with commercials on all Southern Maryland Senators broadcasts throughout the season. Both corporate and private donors are welcome. To sign up today, contact info@somdsenators.com.
Andrew Ruggery, the new man for the DC Grays. DC left 3 stranded in the bottom of the 6th inning. That was a real opportunity for them to strike. Shear loaded the bases but was able to get it out of the jam he created. So here comes Danny Serwick to lead things off in the 7th for Southern Maryland. They lead by 6 runs, 8-2. Senators coming into tonight have averaged 8 runs this season. They put that many up tonight. It has been an offensive onslaught since the moment this season started for Southern Maryland. They scored 8 in the season opener against the Braves, followed that up with a 9-5 victory over the Giants, then a 7-3 win against the Aces. Last night, 8-3 victory against the Braves. They got revenge last night. First pitch to Serwick is low and away. That win yesterday off the back of a great bullpen performance, most notably from Nate Berzonsky, who went 3 innings. Bryce Harder also had a great outing himself. Here's the 1-0, fouled to the screen. Serwick is 2 for 3 this evening. A double in the first that knocked home a run, and then a single in the third. He ultimately came around to score. The 1-1, a curveball that's a little outside. Top of the 7th, no runners on, no outs. The 2-1, low and away. Senators, all their runs coming in the first 3 innings tonight. The pitch, inside, and he walked him on 5 pitches. Serwick down to first. And up comes another left-handed hitting infielder in Calvin Cook.
For the Senators, number 7, Calvin Cook.
He's riding a 1 for 3 night. A single and a run in the third. Now he's got a man on in Danny Serwick. Jace Saflarski had a great outing out of the bullpen. First pitch is a fastball at the knee, is strike 1. For the Grays, Saflarski threw 3 innings, gave up only 1 hit, no runs. The 0-1, another fastball strike, 0-2. It was really just the start from Owen Basso. Senators got on him early. Scored 4 in the third, 3 in the first, 1 in the second. Here's the 0-2. Runners off. Before that, a throw to first. Serwick slides into second, and he's tagged out. So a nice pickoff move by Andrew Ruggery. sets down Danny Serwick off a little early to second base. It's 0-2 on Calvin Cook as well. From the belt, the 0-2. Called strike 3. Cook set down, looking, shaking his head back to the dugout.
Now batting for the Senators, number 9, Dawson Smale.
And this is Dawson Smale, now with 2 outs in the inning. That pickoff move on Surowick, absolutely huge. First pitch to Smale is low and away. Ruggery works from the set position even with no one on. The pitch, fastball at the knees. 1-1 with 2 outs. Top of the 7th inning, lefty on lefty. Here it comes. Low and away. Here's the pitch. Low and outside. 3-1 to Dawson Smale, who's a guy that Scott Middleton has loved having in this lineup. A utility player. Can play wherever you need. And on top of that, has hit incredibly well this season. 3-1. Misses low, and it's a walk. So Dawson Smale has reached 3 out of 4 times tonight. That brings Kai Queen to the plate for his first at-bat tonight. He came on in the 5th as a defensive replacement for Logan Tribble after his last AB where he grounded out to Song at 3rd. Here's the first pitch to Queen. Swing and a miss on a nice fastball. Ruggery's pumping some heat. Smale at first with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. The 0-1, Smale goes. Pitch inside, throw down to second is high and into center field. Adonisio collects out there. Smale over to 3rd. And the man just 90 feet away for the Senators. Southern Maryland in front by 6. Trying to add on to the lead here with Kai Queen at the plate. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and popped foul back behind home. Queen last night came through with his first hit of the season, an RBI single in the 7th. That one really kind of helped open things up for the Senators, an inning where they scored 5 runs. 1-2. Swinging a soft liner into center field. Coming on is Adonisio. Hangs up for him to make the catch for out number 3. 8-2. Senators lead going into the bottom of the 7th. Grays need some offense now. Let's see if they can get it going. Back after this.
Seeking investment management help? Well, look no further than GDS Investments. With over 20 years of experience, Glenn Surowick has the knowledge and experience to help you make informed investment decisions. The company maintains full transparency, allowing you to view your account activity at any time so there are no delays or surprises. Go to gdsinvestments.com today to learn more. GDS Investments, there to guide you when the leading equipment for leaf blowers, lawnmowers, boat trailers, and more. Guy Brothers Marine can help. Need maintenance or repair on Marine can help. Need maintenance or repair on equipment? Guy Brothers Marine can help. They have a reputation for fixing what others can't. For more on equipment and repair, check out GuyBrothersMarine.com today. Guy Brothers Marine, their commitment to serving customers is priority 1. Whether you're a player or aspire to work a job in sports, the Cal Ripken Senior Collegiate Baseball League is the right place for you. With over 250 players each year, the Cal Ripken League helps showcase talent in a competitive environment. If you're seeking a job in sports, the Cal Ripken League offers media and photography internships. To learn more, visit calripkenleague.org today.
After working, elect to keep Colin Sheeran